What's up, guys? Mason the Brock Henderson here, and this is Fear the Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 9, Los Muertos. Yeah. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. Not all stupid this time, but still really stupid. First of all, let me just talk about the dumbest thing about the show, or this episode in general. Nick's story. He's dealing with season 5 or 6 of The Walking Dead right now. And, what was it? 2-3 months after the apocalypse? Yeah. We already have a cult. We already have, guys running trade and stuff like that. The only difference between that and this is that these guys are a lot less lethal. Let me tell you that. First of all, we've already got signs that this Alexandria-looking Hispanic town is a little bit crazy. They send some guy to his death, and it's just he was bitten. He had to go. It's like, well, he didn't even seem sick at all. Are you sure he had to? Yeah, he had to go. And they were chanting while he was doing it. And it was really cult-like. And it was weird. And just like, these people are already crazy that soon. Okay. But yeah, so we start off with that. And even that had some weird moments that were just stand out weird. Aside from the fact that they're feeding this guy to a bunch of walkers. Like, apparently his daughter is sitting there watching, and Nick, for a moment, is like, here, you don't need to watch this. She pushes away, and he just sets her down. It's like, oh, okay, whatever, time to go back to watching. It's like, really? That doesn't make any sense. If you really, this girl is about to watch her dad die, and all you do is pick her up. You don't need to watch this. She pushes away. Okay, I'm gonna set you down. Now go ahead and watch it. I'm gonna watch now. It was so weird. It was awkward. I felt like if I was in that situation, and I've already seen crazy people before. Like, this is not the first time he's seen crazy people like this. If I saw this happening, I knew this was his daughter right beside me, I would definitely be doing more to try to make sure she doesn't see her dad get eaten by a bunch of walkers. You know, like, cover her eyes. I'd like, no, you need to go away. You know, I'd carry her away. I would do something aside from just, let me pick you up. Oh no, you don't want to be held? Okay, watch your dad die. I'm gonna watch too. It was the most bizarre thing in the world. Okay, not the most bizarre thing. That comes later. But it was still really strange. And then on top, just the fact that they have this setup, they have a bunch of walkers in this little thing that they just send somebody out to go get eaten because, oh, he's sick. Instead of just killing him, we're just going to feed him to walkers because that's a lot less painless, you know? Getting chewed on a bunch of times, that's a lot less painless than just a shot to the head. You know, quick and easy? No. We need to make it long and hard because that's not crazy. So anyway, they go to these people who are now tyrannical overlords because they control all the food and the water and stuff. For some reason, Nick decides, hey, I'm going to steal this little Debbie thing for this girl to cheer her up because, oh yeah, your dad died? Here, have a little cake. That'll make you feel better. So he steals that. They come outside and tackle him, hit him with the butt of his gun, which doesn't even knock him out. It just doesn't even leave a bruise. He's just like, oh, ow. And then threaten to chop his hand off, and then don't because he says, oh, you want Oxy from us? Well, you give us 2 carts of stuff, and then we'll give you Oxy. And instead of, the frustrating thing about this is that if they're going to be tyrannical overlords and control all of this stuff, make them tyrannical overlords. Go all the way. If somebody tries to steal from them, they're going to kill them. Or cut off his hand. They're not going to sit here and listen to this guy say, like, threatening things about, oh, you're not going to get your Oxy. No, they are going to kill him and threaten this woman to take them back to where her village is so they can just take the Oxy from. They're not just going to stand there and be like, oh, he's got us, man. I don't know what to do. I mean, it's not like we can follow them or anything like that. The only option is to leave him alive and give him exactly what he wants. Dang it, how did we fall for this? It's so weird. Like, it doesn't make any sense. One, the fact that there are people in control of this in the first place doesn't make any sense, especially since it's so soon after the apocalypse started. And two, the fact that they aren't killing a guy who's stealing from them. When they've got the weapons, they've got the power, they've got all of the stuff that they need. The fact that you just try to steal from them should be like, no. No. I don't. You know what? Yeah, my sister needs some medicine. How about I kill you and then threaten her to take me back to where this stuff is that I need from my sister? That sounds about right for me. Like, uh, it's so dumb. It's really so dumb. And so by the end of it, this guy is talking to him. Apparently he got bit on the shoulder or something and survived. I don't know. Uh, but he's like saying, if you want to stay here, that's fine, but you got to play by our rules. You don't put my people in danger again. And then it shows them like doing this really weird ceremony thing where they talk about, oh, we are among the living, we are chosen, and just like, yeah, these people apparently went crazy after only a few weeks. Sounds about right, I guess. So yeah, that all was stupid, really dumb, and it seems like they're building. I hate the fact that they show so much on some of the previews, because after last week it was like this season on Fear the Walking Dead, and it showed Nick and that one girl, what's her face, Lucia I think is her name, the one that he was out with this time. It showed them like about to kiss in one of the previews, so I'm just like, they are slowly building that romance not at all well. Like it's just so, oh, he nearly got killed and nearly got you killed in the process, but he did it all so he could bring a girl whose dad just died a little cake. He's obviously worth falling for. That's a good call on your part. So anyway, that all was done. On to the other story, which is Maddie, Strand, Alicia, and Ophelia showing up at this hotel. For some reason, and this is my first frustration, for some reason this is set up to where the door is blockaded and there are a bunch of walkers across the street that are all trapped inside of there, but for some reason there are no walkers around inside of the hotel. There are some inside the rooms that were apparently locked in, and like they turned the little do not disturb thing on if that room was infected. But there's no sign that anybody else was in this hotel. Who set it up? Apparently they're trying to say it was the guy that killed himself. If so, one, you just kill yourself after a few weeks. Really? That soon? Like, oh, it's been a few weeks. There are a bunch of dead people. I can't take it anymore. Who gives up that easily? That just... Maybe this is just something in the water over on the west coast / Mexico down there. Like, maybe this is just something that happened that we don't know about, that didn't happen in Georgia, that they just instantly went crazy instead of waiting a few months for things to fall apart. Maybe things just really went bizarre over there because they drank some water that made them even more insane and made them like, ooh, Radical 6. You may not know what that is. It's from a game. It's a good game. It's called the Zero Escape Trilogy. You should play those games. Then this joke will make a lot more sense. Anyway, but yeah, so there was only one room that had a guy who apparently was alive before they showed up, and he had killed himself. So there's that. Apparently he was allergic to peanuts because Ophelia let out this really strange sentence that, oh, minibar only has peanuts. Good thing he was allergic. What? Okay, so they happen upon the one room where there's still food because the guy happened to be allergic to peanuts. But then they stumble upon another room that has a completely open fridge with, everything still in it. Nothing's been touched in this room. Okay. Ophelia is, for some reason, like her dad, out of nowhere contemplating suicide. Why? With Daniel, it made no sense whatsoever. There was a little bit of a build-up in, okay, he felt guilty for what happened with his wife. He felt like he didn't get to, say goodbye to her or something like that. And for that reason, he felt like he had to kill himself. I don't know how you draw that comparison. But now, all of a sudden, Ophelia is just like, oh, he must have given up. We're not going to make it. I'm going to kill myself now. It came out of nowhere. And then this really weird line that Alicia's like, well, you got me, we're family now. And she's like, family is family. So, what does that line mean? Family is family. is that supposed to be like some sort of really like clever thing? They think it's really clever, like family is family. Oh, that's deep. No, it doesn't mean anything. It's just it's like her. It's almost like she's trying to say that no, you're not family. My family is family. But if so, then why not make that more clear? Why make it so like really? Ooh, family is family. That's deep. Ooh, think about that one. It's just like this other shot that happened before this, where after they leave the room with the guy that hung himself, Alicia like slowly turns back at the door, takes the thing off, turns it around to red, puts it back on, and then they zoom in on it. Like, oh, that's deep. It's red now. Guys, it's red now. And then go to the next scene. It's almost like, I don't know if you've seen anything like this, but it's almost like somebody who's trying to make themselves seem a lot bigger than they really are. You know, they're like puff out their shoulders, puff out their chest, and be like, "Yeah, I'm big." That felt like what the show is trying to do right now. It's like it really wants you to think, "Oh, we're clever. We know what we're doing. So let's really hold on this one shot because really think about this now. Somebody's dead in there. It's emotional. Just let the emotion swell. We're going to give it a good 5 seconds that we're going to hold on this thing so we can really let the emotion start to sink in that somebody was alive in this room, but now they're dead." That makes sense if this is happening at the beginning of the apocalypse, like when people first start turning. That makes sense in that, oh, they're really starting to grasp that this situation is serious. At this point, they've been through so much that they should have already grasped that the situation is very serious. Like they've experienced several walkers. They've already gone through several moments where they should be dead but aren't dead. This scene feels like it's from season 1, like the beginning of it all. But for some reason, it's thrown in the middle of season 2 when they've already rushed through everything, made it a full-on walker apocalypse already, and now they're throwing it in like, oh guys, he's dead now. Why? It doesn't make any sense in the context of what is going on right now. Like that's what doesn't make sense about it. It's the context of the situation. And that's what's really frustrating, is that the show thinks it's so clever when really they're just being completely stupid. They're not making any sense. They're telling these really trying to be emotional at the wrong times, and it's just really, really dumb. And it's frustrating to have to sit there and watch because every moment I'm just sort of sitting here like, even though The Walking Dead Season 6 ended on a really poor note in my opinion, I still want to get to Season 7 faster than this. I want to get to that because right now, what I'm watching is just complete garbage. It's horrible. Like, I just don't understand. So to make things worse, Madison and Strand are down at the bar getting drunk off their asses because for some reason, oh yeah, we're in a walker apocalypse. Now's a good time to get drunk because we're not going to do anything stupid. So they do something stupid. Strand starts playing the piano, which for some reason alerts the walkers in the building across the street. But that's not even the scary part. But for some reason that happens. Like, what they end up doing is actually a good idea. So the fact that they had to do this was really kind of dumb. Like, they could have just held on to one smart idea, but instead they added the stupid idea, which just makes the smart idea seem kind of stupid. But all the walkers that were in the building across the street from this hotel, for some reason, hear the piano all the way across the street, behind closed doors, like several closed doors, and it's not even like here's the front of the hotel, here's the piano. It's like here's the front of the hotel, here's the piano, and they heard it over here. How? Anyway, that's stupid, but really the only good thing about this episode is how it ends. Except for the Ophelia part. For some reason, she's gone. Don't know where she went. Don't know if she actually committed suicide or not. It could be that she went outside and saw the walkers, falling from the balcony and coming across the street. So she went outside, or out the door to try to go warn them. I hope that's it, because if she actually committed suicide, I'm just going to go punch somebody in the face. Anyway, but Alicia gets out of the shower, goes to find her. A body falls from outside the window. It just falls. And I'm just like, holy crap, that was pretty scary. She looks out, and their bodies just, like, all these walkers are coming outside and falling down off the balcony just to start walking towards the front door. I'm like, see, this is good. This is what I wanted to see. You know, I wanted to see more of this. Not necessarily in this context, but this is the stuff that really, the intense moments that I feel like Fear the Walking Dead could have captured without going full on, oh, it's a walker apocalypse now, everything's empty, you know, all this is... We could have had some of these moments around a better story, and this would have been really good because, I mean, it's really intense. You've got all of these walkers that are falling off their balconies and then just getting up like it's no problem and starting to head to the front door, which is really freaky to watch. It's very obviously CGI, but still, it's creepy to watch these bodies go and just slowly morph back into a body and start walking. It's like, oh, that's creepy. And so now all of these walkers are heading in. Alicia's like freaking out, starts running down the hallway, which looks really scary at this point because now it's completely empty except for her. She tries to go down the stairs. There are a ton of walkers in the stairwell, which... How did they get up the stairs then if all these walkers were in the stairwell? It's something they didn't really show. Maybe they went up the elevator, but... I don't know. Something else that doesn't really get explained, but... Anyway. So she opens it, all of them are in there, she closes the door back behind her. Madison and Strand are now trapped behind the bar, which for some reason the walkers are not trying to climb over, they're just sort of reaching over like this, so that way Madison and Strand can be saved at the last second. But the setup itself is not that bad. You know, it's really scary, it's really intense, they're in a place where, you know, a lot of the Walking Dead intensity was felt in places like this, where it's a tight enclosed space, there are walkers around you, about to get you. It's really kind of creepy and scary and exciting all at the same time. So I felt a bit of that in this episode. I didn't necessarily want to, but at the same time, it's welcome from last week, which was all just stupid, really stupid. I never really feared for his life. At this moment, I'm actually fearing for the lives of Alicia, Madison, Strand, and Ophelia. You know, and chances are all of them are going to make it out fine because this isn't at all like The Walking Dead where characters just die. You know, like these characters have been through much worse situations than this and actually made it out okay. So I have no doubt that for some reason they'll just become walker killing badasses in the next episode and somehow survive this onslaught of walkers. But it's nice to see that at least this episode did manage to capture some intensity. It wasn't all completely stupid. There was a bright moment. But I still just don't... I can't imagine the show being good for the rest of this season. It's really kind of sad, but... So far, this whole second season has been bad, really bad, and then bad again. You know, like there's just been there's not been a lot of good in it. And based on what I saw for next week's preview, it doesn't look like it's getting any better. It looks like it's going to be them surviving this hotel. We're finally going to see what happens with Travis and Chris, which they show a scene where Travis is like walking really shocked or dazed on the street all alone, so maybe they just spoiled something for me. I don't know. Hopefully not. If so, I'm really going to go find somebody and punch them. But anyway, long story short, this is not a good episode. It's not the worst, though. It's not as bad as last week, but still not a whole lot of good involved. So hopefully somebody that is making the show will watch this review and think, huh, we're idiots, we need to change some stuff. Probably not, but wishful thinking. But anyway, those are my thoughts on this episode. I'm going to go take a nap now because this show's giving me a headache. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. If there's anything that you agree or disagree with me on, let me know. We can discuss it and talk about what we want to see change, stuff like that. Leave a like and subscribe for future Fear the Walking Dead reviews, and I will see you at the next one. Peace out.